Alright everybody, let's cover here some topics really important. We're going to start playing a bit the bottom game and put together a serious game. I want you to make sure you understand I'm breaking everything down slow and easy. 3 steps, alright? First thing here, I want you to remember this. Blocking the arm with the back of the head and eventually turning, okay? This is called straightjacket. Guy's gonna pass my guard. I don't commit both arms. I keep one arm and I keep blocking and the other one free. So as he tries to pass, I control the arm and I pull towards him. So he keeps passing. So here, as you can see, the arm is not out. I keep it in. And here, look my shoulder here. I kind of work with my shoulder. This hand here can push the shoulder a little bit. See how his knee is blocking right there? So a lot of times I turn my nose to the ground. That allows my arm to retrieve. And I touch that knee, keep your weight on me, keep following me. Look, once I touch that knee, he can't follow. Get my knee in. And then I grab the other foot, or I kind of pull his arm in. He's trying to move away from me. See how the foot now anchors, and I pull. Look how easy the other leg comes up. Okay? Let's put it together one more time. That fast. Straightjacket. Keep going. Shoulder shrimping, hands blocking. You can block that leg. I like to block the near leg. In order for me to block the near leg, I switch my legs a little bit and I turn. So I can pull. See here, you can, even if you don't switch your legs, you can do it, but if you switch it's a little easier because I create space underneath my elbow, block, okay, control, keep the arm, control the arm, clamp, and put the guy back in the guard. Okay. The second option now is going to be what I call the pull and push. Let's say the guy passes my guard. Oh my gosh, he's going to pass again. I double grip, arm and shoulder, and I pull. Okay, I keep my legs relaxed. Then I start pushing him again. Bring it in. Go back again. So, the guy's passing. Pull. Yeah, go back again one step. So let him come out a little bit. So go ahead, keep passing. Sometimes I push up. Look, push up. Okay. You can push down. You can push up. See, my legs are relaxed here and keep up. Here right now, when I want to put the guy back in the guard, after I get my knee in, I pull him back as I go. Very important here, back up for a second. When you lift, okay, my toes are out. Once my knee's in, I pull him back and I kind of swallow him with my legs. One more time, slow. Pull. Lift. I like to turn sometimes my nose. Now, look what happens when I pull. I pull him. He falls right into the guard. Okay? All stance. Right? Are you feeling now?
Yep.
Good. Here, the guy's going to try to hold your collar crossed. See how strong he is? Go back. Some guys choose to hold straight grip. And you see how my head is in the middle? So I'm trying to get my stance to push away, and I feel like a lot of pressure there. What I like to do, I like to target. No matter what he does, you see, I pick a side. Most guys have the dominant hand as the right hand. So here, go ahead, pull. I push my head off the line. I keep blocking the hip and the shoulder. See that? So when he starts to pull me, see, I can endure a lot more. Okay, let go for a second. When you're straight, the guy has full power. So it's like you're making, you know, the body move off the line. So his arms will get weaker. Okay, so here, one more time. Look how I lock my knee against the hip. Go ahead. Head off the line. Lock the hip. Here right now, I stretch my other leg and I turn. Okay, here real quick. What I like to do from here is I switch my legs, one shoot. Okay, here. Some guys they try to go from here. I switch, right here, go back. One more time. I was there. Switch. And here I keep my weight going off. So my hand goes underneath. You saw I get offline right here, real quick. I have the knee blocking the hip. Go offline. Get my hand inside. Here if he tries to pull me, I open his guard. There's pressure. I can also put a drop down knee really far, then the other one really far, and I keep walking away, pushing away. Okay, or go back. Once I'm in this position already, either if my hand is free, I squeeze the knee and I turn my hip. That's one. Or if it's holding my sleeve instead, and I don't have my hands, basically from this position here, I kind of bring my body off the line. Don't let me pull my elbow. So here, I actually move my head this way. Look what I'm going to do. I move my body towards that leg. Then I move back, and the elbow's there. Okay? After you open the guard, the problem you're going to have is if you give space, the feet are blocking your hip, blocking your arm. You have the spider guard, the lahiva guard, any guard you want to call. Alright? So basically here, I hold a tray, assuming that he has the space, okay? I hold a tray, stay strong, elbows in, I walk to the middle a little bit, look. I want to be centered. From here, see how my hands are chopping from the top? I go back until the legs are out. From here, I try to separate the legs as I go forward so I can get myself back in the middle. See here? Once I'm in the middle here holding the tray, stay strong, I walk to the side, like look my foot. I don't even step. I walk my foot out, drop my other knee in the middle. Once I do that, my knee's already there. Okay? Here, I'm blocking that arm blocking that leg, and here chest to chest. He tries to do anything, I try to control his arms. If he tries to push my leg, look. All I care about is blocking the arms. Look what I do with my head. Head gets tall, your foot stretches his leg. So if he tries to get you in the half guard, the leg is stuck. Then from there, you work your way out. Yep. Okay, so now the instinct of everybody, when the guard is open, sometimes they want to step back and then engage. And so I have all that space I have to deal with. What I want to see happen here, after you get the legs open, holding a tray, squatting down a little bit, you kind of try to stay on the tiptoe. See how I kind of... So here I did the drop down knee, the knee right, but sometimes what I do, I kind of let my hip go forward a little bit more, and I use the arm to swim. When the guy tries to fight, I don't try to pass. Basically, I just move off the line a little bit to see how the leg goes on the shoulder, go back in. Keep the leg heavy for a second here. See, like sometimes, you know, people lose the position here. So here I have near the ankle, stay strong. So I move my head off the line. Once his leg is in the middle, over here, it's easy for the shoulder to get in. Don't try to pass, try to control. Keep the hip low. He tries, if you get a good position, take advantage of it. More often than not, his leg will go on its own. You don't have to fight for it. Okay? One more time. Let's recap the whole sequence that we did earlier. Okay, hold tight. Whatever we're doing, I'm going to just do that standing stance. You play with me a little bit. Okay? So basically here, if my arm is in a neutral position, my head keeps constantly moving off the line. See, I don't stay in a straight line. Off the line, just block one hip. Off the line, then I block the other hip. Here, look, no stay tight, stay tight. Try to pull me down. Pull me down. Hold my body, pull me down. You see what happened here? I put my weight off on this side of the hip, and so I don't lose. If he pulls me down when I'm in the middle, I lose my power. So I'm just showing without using the arms. Pull me down. I mean, I don't go down. Now I'm going to keep the arms blocking the back. Okay? If he has control, I go back to the sleeve. Remember, on the sleeve control, I would fight for a sleeve grip. But here, basically, what I want to do is I want to use my motion to create the angle for the elbow to reach the leg. And from here, once I get here in the tray, I get that tiptoe position here. Tiptoe. It's so easy for me, though, to go for the drop down. Knee drop, because here I already have the same pass that we did earlier. See the hook there? My arms don't hug him, because he can keep the elbow blocking my leg. My arm is bugging his arm. Every time you try to toss my leg, I'm here. Here my head gets high and I stretch. Not from here. Yeah. Okay. Let's work before anything here, a little side control strategy. The way people distribute the weights, most of the time they want to crush with the shoulder on the face, and they keep the chest on the chest. I like to put my big old belly on the guy's chest. So if he's going to try to play hard to get, over here, this is that we're going to have to deal with. See, I hold it here, he's trying to escape now. It's really hard for him to turn. Now look how easy I can separate his arms. Keep your arms tight, please. If I have a chest, anything I try to do against the arms, it's a battle. So I'm going to switch for the belly here. So my belly there, and here look my shoulders and my chest, what I do. Like a lizard here. Do you see how I kind of position? Look, I already killed both of his elbows. It's very unpleasant for the guy. Okay, sorry for the question. Now, you choose to transition if you want, because you're high enough that you can go for a mount position. See, it's a big difference when the guy's tight, when the elbows are spread out. You can't defend if you're in a transition to a mount. But what we did yesterday was work the arm towards the arm triangle. Because the arm triangle, a lot of times, people want to set from here. You know, I like to demolish the guy's defense first. So I walk on the ground, get my hip. Look how I kind of separate the arm. Now that the arm is separated, over here, I back up and I turn my head. First thing I do, I trap the elbow. And here, no matter what he does, tries to block, my other arm just I put on the ground. You see how I put my hand on the ground like this? Here, basically, I roll him on my arm and I stretch my arm. That's how deep I get. Okay? With my weight on him, I keep turning my face away. And therefore, here we go. Get to the mount. Squeeze your knees. Once you get out, the way I like to finish is not to go for the kill right away. I level as low as I can, my body to his body, and I walk my fingers towards me. Then I grab the ground, and I pull my body forward as my shoulder crushes his leg. That's how it goes. You can also, if you want, push him out a little bit and scoop the hand with a gable grip here, tie it up, and put your leg down. Going back from the bottom perspective now, we just finished the submission situation from the top. We're going to go further about that in just a bit. But in a scramble, defending the guard, I like sometimes to develop the skill of using your arms combined with your legs and keeping the guy at bay when he's about to pass your guard. Okay? Here, basically, I want to keep my knees out and use a lot of my heels. Okay, so when he passes, you know, whatever pass he does, if he's too far, I can control the arm, okay, as he goes. You see how I kind of load. You got my step? I load my elbow low and I lift him up. Put pressure on me, please. Lift him up. Look how the legs are there. Now, do you see how I come? And I pull him back. Now is the thing that we've done before. The heel kind of catches the guy. He's trying to escape. But I use that heel as an anchor to help pull the leg underneath and get the guy back in the guard. It could be like that. I like to also demonstrate guys that like to put the knee on your belly. So a lot of times when you defend the guard, the guy clears your legs. Go ahead. You block the legs. Put one hand on each leg right now and walk around and get your knee on the belly. Yeah, your knee on the belly. So again, yeah, try to land that knee right away. Yeah. Boom. See that? Go back again. So if I stay with the upper body for the entire time, go ahead. When the guy's going, I can't stop the knee. See, he's going to beat me every time. Go back. So your hand kind of feels where the threat is, and you can kind of keep one on the body, the other one goes for the leg. So when the warrior goes again, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm pulling the leg. Put your knee in. Look how, by pulling one leg towards the other, I mess up. You can't clear as easily. One more time. So here, go ahead. Look, I pull the far leg. My knee is in before his knee is on my stomach. Here, as you can see, I'm pulling him to me. Boom, back to the guard. Which is going to bring us to another situation. Of course, I want to do one more time, the same thing. The guy's going to pass, body and leg. Okay, keep going. I'll let you pass. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Go back and pass. He got close enough that I'm going to have to reload the position. But I don't know if you notice, I still have his arm here. Okay, so as you're passing, go ahead, put your weight on me. See how the arm is out? He's trying to block my leg here, but look my control. I just pull myself. Okay, go back again. Put your weight on me for a sec. Look, once I get the cross face out, see, I can't turn right now. See how heavy he is? But once I grab your leg here, you see that? Stay strong, please. Put your weight, keep me flat. Here, I pull his leg. See, when I pull his leg, I can turn. As I turn, I have the leg and the arm. If he tries to go to my back, there's not much he can do there. But if I have the arm there, I can shake myself off. And clear. Got it? Ready? Okay, from the bottom, I don't want you to just stay idle. Let the guy pass your guard, and then you have to react and scramble for, recovery once he's on your side. Cross grip is the most popular grip. Boss grip, which means a straight collar grip, is the one that takes care of business here, okay? When the guy starts to move, I have the sleeve control. I'll swing my legs, like pedaling, so I can get the foot on the hip. Once I get that, I get up to push him a little bit, get my hip off the line. If he stands up, that's fine. Go for the shoulder here. Control the guy. I have a setup already, look. Got that knee inside, so I can start working towards a frame. And shoulder lock. The finish we're going to see separately. But here, boss grip, keep moving. The guy's moving, he wants to pass. He's doing my stance here. So I gotta keep my hips off the ground and kill the hip. Push a little bit, kill the shoulder, and here get my knee in. See that? If he tries to get his stance, he has a problem because I have a straight grip. It's much harder for him to get rid of. From here, once you kick your leg and get your heel in, so you pull, then rotate. Okay? The finish in itself, because there's a lot of reaction on the shoulder lock here, I like to keep belt control or hip control, and I put the weight rolling on his elbow. You see that? And here, basically, if Warren tries to get his stance back, I keep walking like a Warren. Look, I have the sleep. Look, he's flat on the ground. Once he gets flat, I put my heel on the mat and redirect my knee. Here, I push my hip back a little bit. It's easy to sit. The way you finish is not rolling. Get your hip off the ground, then you move forward. It's very fast and straight. Big heel. Okay? You all right there? Yep. Now let me get him in the sweep before he gets up. Okay, with this control here, a lot of times, by the way, he's doing the stance that we worked a little earlier, the shoulder block and the hip block, so it's a little more difficult for me to stop someone from getting up on their feet with that particular stance. But here, start over here. So when we go, whatever he gives me, I'm going to try to see if I can stretch him out a little bit. Stretch the leg a little bit. You see that? Once I stretch the hip and the leg and he gets down, I don't change anything. I just will kick the hip and punch the shoulder. Go back. So you don't do a sweep. You have your foot here, you kick. Right there. Follow that? Which gives us this other drill. Hip control, hip out of the way, leg out of the way, kick. That's the easiest sweep you ever do in your life. Right? If the hip is too heavy, let's say he's upright, reset your foot and go for the shoulder. The same thing, put your leg out, kick the shoulder. So whether you do the rotation on the hip, on the shoulder, one way or the other works. Like you very much. Come on. Did you have breakfast today? Come on. Put some weight on me. Put your weight. Yes, center your weight on me. What do you guys see me doing different here? I don't touch my hips on the mat. I keep my hip off the ground. Okay, start over again. So basically, here, back up a little bit. If you are flat, when the guy crushes you, he's going to land right on your rib and your lung and just squeeze the air out of you. So you keep him close to you and bring your heels close to your butt and keep your heels off the ground. First thing, you got to do that right away. Right away. Now let's say the other crushing moment that you have. Mount position, please. Yeah, the guy mounts and he wants to crush me, grapevine my legs and arch on top of me and crush my belly. Get your chest up, put your hands on the ground, put your weight on me. No, I want you to crush my ribs With your hands. Arch, arch, arch. Yeah, there you go. Do it again. Is that all you got? See what I did? I get my legs out of the way. It takes away his pressure. So just by doing those two, if you're on the mount, the guy wants to crush you and kill you, get your leg, put your weight, get your legs up there, hold the guy a little bit, go ahead. And here you're comfortable, you can still talk. Go back to the side mount. The guy wants to crush you from the side. See, I put my heels close to my belly, to my hip. Go ahead, keep going. And here I am, right here. He's putting more on one side than the other, so if he stays in the middle, it's a little more effective. I have to protect my face with the shoulder, which I'm going to show something he's going to regret in just a bit. But right now, all I want is that you guys let go for a second. Hold each other and make this experiment. See if you kind of lift your hip a little bit and hold the guy a little bit, how he feels compared to flat. If the guy mounts and tries to crush you, just keep your legs out and block the guy a little bit. Is that okay? Just to start, and I'll show you the escape right after this. Ready? Go. I did mention that earlier. If you're comfortable and the guy's comfortable, what's the advantage? I feel good and the guy feels good, that's not Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is I feel good, he feels terrible. I'm comfortable, he's uncomfortable. I'm happy, he's miserable. It is opposite. If you are comfortable and your opponent is comfortable, you gotta find a way to make him uncomfortable before you do the escape. Because once, it's like you're poking the guy. He's gonna move. He's gonna have to move. So now we come to crawling hands. See what I'm saying? You can't push, you have to crawl. Because when you crawl, you can kind of, I'm gonna actually, let me use somebody else real quick. I'm gonna have to borrow you, sir. I need a rundown. Back up. Survive. Now let's make him miserable. And then we talk about the escape. Is that all right? Okay. John, nice to have you on safety this time. So let's make peace too. We're not keeping our arms spread out. Somebody's gonna pass your guard and get to your side. You're not like kill me. You're gonna hide. Keep your fingertips kind of close together so your hand starts to do the magic. Okay. But let's assume this was the case. I was here. You see how my arms are? Like I'm pointing, like shooting to the ceiling. Right there? Okay, so he starts to put the weight. Now I love if he tries to crush my face with his shoulder. Because I'll curl my hand right here on his shoulder. How do you feel, brother?
Awesome, I feel
yeah, so you're getting choked right there, aren't you? Go back again. So here, instead of trying to fight against, holding, because a lot of people actually get tapped here. If he puts the shoulder in the right spot here, I pass out. See what I'm saying? Now, the kind of crawling that you do, what's really cool, yeah, and I'm not trying to be as nice to you as I can, but if you put more pressure on me as I start to do the crawling, you're going to be the one causing damage to your own self, okay? So I'm just warning you that, so you alleviate if you feel too miserable. Cool. All right? So here you're holding, go ahead. I sometimes, look, I keep one knee up, and I can still hold my hip off the mat just with one foot without ever wearing out. All I need is the heel off. I don't keep the base of my foot and try to keep a bridge because that tires you out. So I'm here, look. So I've tried to make him a little more difficult for him to establish mount or knee on the belly by keeping the leg here. See what I'm saying? Go back. And here as I crawl, one crawls to the shoulder, the other one crawls to the middle. Okay, now I'm going to show you here when you do the crawl. If you keep your hand too close to you, crush my arm, turn your hip forward. Yeah, you see how you crush my arm? Right there, go back. I'm just using one arm. When I crawl, if he tries to do the same thing, I still keep the distance. My frame doesn't go down. You see it just by doing this. Right here. I keep the distance. So now when I combine this, go back, with this, it becomes very powerful. Because now I start to steer him. I don't want to take him down. I hope that he doesn't fall. If he falls, I'm going to top. But if he tries to regain the position, I will anchor my heel on him and pull him down the shoulder. Here, if he tries to pass my guard, he can't pass because I have full control of his shoulder. That's another thing. I always pull the guy to my guard instead of just pushing him and try to use my hip. Once I create space, as I throw my hip, I drag him down. Most people, they push and they try to come with the hip. I want to hang on that guy forever. So here, one more time, slow. Now let's say here, he blocks my hip with his hand. Right there. You know how many times you try to escape and the guy's like blocking you know. So here, the nice thing about this, see, go ahead. Look, when I do the frame over here, doesn't matter if his arm is there. As I move a little bit here, I overpower him. Here he tries to pass, I pull him back. Look, he's already fallen to the guard and he's in a real bad shape here. We're gonna stop here because I'm not gonna show any attacks yet from the guard. But all I want you to do is play with these crawling hands. And this feels really good because you create a double frame that no matter how heavy or strong the guy is, you create that space. And here basically what you do, you try to lift him up a little bit and turn towards the guy. And here when you create the space and you get your knee in, start pulling the guy back to you. If you need more movement, instead of moving your hip back and forth, anchor your heel towards the guy and drive your hip back. Okay, real quick. We're gonna do the drills separate, but here, when I'm here in this position, stay there for a second, I'm not using my hands, okay? I anchor my heel, pull myself, and get over. Go back again. If I'm here with the arm, it's a lot easier. See what I'm saying? So I'm here in this position here, I anchor, I move a little bit, boom, kick my leg out. Okay, but we're not gonna worry too much about the tails. All I see now, I want you to try this. The crawling hands, one more time. So you pass my guard, you help me down. Here, look, crawl, kick, push him up, go back again. Do you see how I'm not trying to push him straight? I'm pushing him and turning at the same time. I even kind of bounce a little bit sometimes here. Once I get here, he's gonna try to get back, walk around me, walk around me. Keep walking.
It's horrible.
You see? You're gonna have to let go.
Yeah.
Now, but do you see how I catch him and I pull him to me? Here right now I anchor, pull him back, here on the shoulders, boom. Now if you like something, you gotta give me a mat 5. Let's give that 5 right now! Alright, let's do it! You promise you're gonna be nice to me? You're gonna make me look good? Alright, man. Alright, so there's something called the eternal circle. When I mean eternal, I mean you circle until you know the end, and if the end comes, keep on circling. Okay? People do UPA straight up. I don't do UPA. I circle and I roll. That's what I do. So if I'm doing all shit, over here, I'm circling. And I get a hold of the guy, bump my knee on him. Once I get a hold of the body, you know, the arm and stuff, over here, I control him. Do you see how I keep spinning on 180 degree? I point my knee out, I roll. After I roll, now I do the UPA. So I want his weight to go out. When you do the UPA, his weight comes to me. So if I have a big old guy, you know, scary looking, you know, I don't want it to fall on my face. So here real quick. Now, the question here is the stuff from the beginning. The guy is not nice. He's going to start, the thing with the mount is, he's not just looking at you. He's going to start attacking you. All right? But he's going to have to attack me while he's on the boat, meaning he's, you know, unstable. But what is the first thing that people do when they want to attack you? I'm stationary now on purpose. Go for what? A collar, right? Oh my goodness, I like this grip here, man. That's strong, man. Go easy on me now. Come on, keep going. Don't clutch me. Good. So here, whenever the guy gets that control right there, what's the first thing that you do in the escape? The first thing I told you about? No, sir. Life. If his collar is too close to my neck, you know, don't stay there. See, I'm already struggling because he's already choking me a little bit. So when this happens over here, stay strong. I kind of move my hip out and I alleviate that pressure a little bit. Do you see how comfortable do you feel there on your wrist? Not the same, not bad, but not good, right? That's what I want to hear. Okay, and here I don't care about this leg. You know, we'll take care of that later. Or if he tries to choke me with the other hand, I don't care about that either because I'm waiting for it. Okay, but I got a little gap here, so that means I can breathe a little longer. My elbows have to go down, and now here, he has to be on this line. Until he's on this line, see how his head is off the line? I can't skip, I cannot bring him here, especially when his leg is up. So here basically, either I walk the circle away from him and try to pull, or I walk my hip under the guy and I put his head on the circle. You see that? Now, can I get his foot? You see here, I'm trying to circle. So if you cannot trap the foot, that's okay. You stretch your leg. I got his foot. If he tries to pull that leg out, the leg's kind of stuck a little bit. I still can go here, look, and kick. He's already going. So you guys didn't even see what happened there. I'm a soccer player, man. I kick. Okay? So here what you do, instead of worry about beating the guy, put the guy off the circle, put the leg heavy, and here, look how I walk my foot. If I need to go more pressure, I go like this. See, I don't have to do this. I go here. Now I have a lot of kick there. Boom. And I roll over. But because I know this guy here is up for no good, he's going to try to get his second grip. I can count on that. See? So here, as I'm trying to do my circle, my skate, he's going to go, I intercept over here. And that arm is my ticket. I keep kicking and pushing the arm against his arm. You see how he just went? Now the two options that you have, I'm giving you the whole scoop and then we're going to break it down. You can try to get on top, making sure that you create, space that you don't succumb to the choke, or half the way into the position, you arch and then scoot your hip, get your knee in, then you arch, get rid of it altogether, and the guy's going to be in your guard, which is better than being on the mount, right? But right now, let's just make it simple. We're going to refrain from doing the choke, for now, until you guys get used to the rolling, okay? So here, this is what I like. I'm here, the guy gets a collar, you move your butt out that way, and pull the collar, pushing to get control. If his weight is off a little bit, bump him a little bit. You see that? See how his head is off? Keep your head that way. I block here, I bump a little bit, then I catch it. That's how I catch the foot. See here, keep your leg up, please. So here, I cannot do anything. So here, I keep elbow tight. Look my knee. Right here. Now I get it. If I cannot get it, that's okay. I use my leg to do the kick, and I roll. What's up, man? 5? What's wrong with you? One more time. 3 things, guys. Let's go. Redirect, deflect over here, okay? Pull him in. Start circling. I like to do, instead of the trap, because you start with the leg up, I flex my leg and I kick. See here. Boom. And then I get over. I'll show you how to do the guard pass after this. Is that okay? Give me 5 apiece, right? Next here, you have the arm. You have the arm here. Everything's good on this end. So here, as you circle, over here, point your knee out as you circle. Try to make sure that you make the shoulder pull a little bit. You see that? A lot of you try to pull the shoulder away. So here when you're circling, pull the shoulder close to you. And here, look, I kick out. You see how far I go? Go back. You can do the roll over here, and the kick. You can combine both. The kick gives you an extra punch. Because a lot of times you're here, the guy almost falls. Put your hand on the ground, don't fall. You see that? So the kick sometimes is all it takes, but if for some reason you get stuck on there, you see the shoulder? You keep circling and pulling the shoulder to you. Over here. Then the kick will kick in. You see that? So you just keep adjusting that shoulder. It's like you want to make the guy turn. The guy is square, you're going to make your shoulder do this. Once that shoulder goes, the rest of the body will follow. So remember what I told you about the circle, either this way, point your knee out, keep circling, and then you roll and kick. Right there. Okay? If the shoulder, he's too far out, you just keep walking towards the guy and pull that shoulder towards you. And then from here, you reset the kick and finish the guy. So if you're on top, try to react a little bit. Sometimes put your hand, and so on. Okay? 1, 2, 3, hop. First. I have to block. Then I catch. Okay, if I try to go, I'll give an example here. Let me go yourself a second. Okay, so here, this the hand scramble. Okay? So let's say I did everything right on this end here, elbows in, I try to go, and he goes with the arm. If I try to go with this hand, he's going to connect, and I'll be in trouble. Sometimes all he takes is a shoulder grip on the wrinkle, and I'm done, okay? So what's important for you is, if he ever circles, you keep circling, by the way, if he ever moves the arm over, see, this is the hand that blocks first. So you're not overdoing it so you don't give the arm. So when he tries to get you, look what I did. I fed this arm to the other one. Now I love it because here right now,
I put enough pressure on the arm that he has a hard time retrieving. You know what I'm saying? He's stuck a little bit there. And that gives me time, if his knee's down, I'll keep circling that way. And be careful when you do that so you don't hurt each other's shoulder because he might end on his shoulder. You shove one arm on top of the other as you kick. Right there. And then you can finish. In this situation here, I can get on top. If you feel the guy is too far out, sometimes over here, yeah, as you see how I'm here, I keep circling. I keep circling because, you know, he's not stable enough. When we try to go for my neck, over here, look, I'm waiting and I'm trapping. See? So I can go half the way too. Post your leg up now. Yeah, you see how the guy posts the leg out like that? You're gonna keep on circling and bumping. You see what you did? You gotta kill that leg. Here, stay strong. I don't try to sit back a little bit. I don't try to push the arm when his leg is posted. As I circle, I bump. Circle and bump. Now, I don't know if you notice when I bump, real quick, it's not a straight bump, it's a pulling the guy to that side bump. See what I'm saying? So I'm here, pushing the arm. Look, I catch his butt, push a little bit. Look, he's already gone. Then here, when I'm here, okay, I start moving my hip towards him in order to stretch. Go back. Stay here half the way, half the way. No, half the way. You're already down. See, don't try to arch just by arching. Move your hip towards the guy. Yeah, hold. Yeah, like here. Then you come here. Then that knee and that leg have space. If he wants to do something against my neck, I'll tap him before he gets me. I'm already far enough. Do you guys follow that? So the main thing here is, remember, when the guy comes to the second arm over, without overcommitting his arm, I'm not shoving, I'm just kind of parrying. But this is the key point here. I'm still circling. So you're keeping him slightly unstable, because if he's stable, you're going to have a long day. Okay, so right here, and then here you catch it, and pull the arm so you can shove. I kind of bring him here, like this, as I go. Once his knee collapses, I can choose to go all the way and turn, or I can go half the way, move my hip, and then push his arm and move my hip to away so I can get my knees in. You guys all right with that? Let's do it! A little bit. We're awakening the beast right now. We're not even. Are you on location? You good? You got.
No, I wouldn't do.
Okay. So the idea is you're a little bit more conscious about surviving. You're comfortable, the guy uncomfortable. Crawling hands to create space. Shoulders, movement, shoulder shrink. Then for that point, put in the guard. If the guy mounts, that circle. I want you guys to circle, and it's okay once you control the guy to switch directions. You can kick him out that way. If you post the leg, all of a sudden you have the arm. You can pick and choose whichever way is easier. Don't get stuck going to one direction if you feel it's easier to switch and go the other way. What really matters is that you anticipated his attack and neutralize his arm before he can cause you damage. Is that all right? But because guard pass is the second most popular, guess what? We're going to do some guard pass right now. You guys ready for that? All right. Where's the man fly? What's wrong with you? Come here, young man. I like it. Come here. Viking. First thing I want you to do is stance. All right? So if you don't have good stance, you compromise. It's the same thing when you're trying to escape from the side control and you can't breathe. You're being crushed. So you're not surviving, you can be comfortable. You're miserable. And then if you're comfortable, you work your crawling, you make the guy. So now we're going to have to change the equation. How can I make more difficult for my opponent to break my stance? And I'm going to choose different students with different powers. But I want you to imagine weight training. If you go do a pulling exercise or rowing exercise, the weight has to be linear with your body. You don't get the weight here, do you? No, you get here, so you're evenly distributed. Both arms are exercising the same amount of power, at the same time, same angle. The minute you put the weight here, one arm will get weaker than the other. Everything's going to go downhill. You follow that? So with that said, my hand cannot be in the middle. I have to get my hand off, so when he tries to break my stance, he's weak. All right, so here, real quick. Basically, simple grip here. The guy has a cross grip and a slip grip. He ties up his legs and he tries to crunch. As he crunches, he pulls. Oh, shoot, I hate that. Okay? So I gotta kill this arm. That's the first thing. A lot of times when I go from here, when you go against somebody really strong, what the guy will do, he keeps the legs tight, he lifts the hip up. No, lift your hip up. Yes. When I try to push, he crunches. Yeah. If you just do this exercise here, I love doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? So here, keep your hip up. Up, lift your hip up. I try to move, you crunch. Yeah. 9 out of 10, you're gonna break my stance. I don't like to play this game. I'm frustrated already. I'm mad. I want to quit jiu-jitsu because of this. So here, what I want you to do is, if this is the power arm, you're gonna attack the shoulder. It seems like you're giving something, but I'm gonna lock that hip with my leg as I go. So here, yeah. Pull me again. You see here how I kind of control the shoulder and the body and the hip? It almost seems like I'm giving a sweep, but he can't move the hip that easy because I'm locking it. Here, I shift my weight and I reset. Now here, what I do you see my body here? Look, I put all my weight on one side, so if he tries to pull me down, please. Who's pulling who? I mean, he's pulling himself on top of me, but I'm not going down. Without my arms. What's the man for? What's wrong with you? So here, once I'm here, I kind of tilt that way so I kill his grip. I mean, he's pulling, and then I keep shaking and climbing down. If he tries to pull me now, he actually helps me open his legs because he adds pressure. Okay, block again. If he doesn't, because I'm already my leg out, I squeeze his knee, push the hip and turn. Now he's open already. Once I break the foot, or if I'm tired of this, once I get to here, I push and I put my knees really far. And I shake my hip a little bit here, a little bit there. Bingo, it's open. You follow that? Anytime you drop from a standing position down to the ground, after you have the hip control, never put your knee back in the same spot. Your knee is like a mile away from his butt. So here you can kind of turn, if it doesn't work, no problem. You go back up and start working from the standing. Boom, it's open. Where's the man flower? Getting crazy here. So here, look, right here. There's pulling, look. Get right here. If I want to lift in here just to make the shaky shake, I like that too. I hold, shaky shake. Boom, we're open. I like that too when the guy's really strong. Get him off the ground, shake a little bit, but make sure that you don't keep your legs even all the time because people grab their ankles, try to flip you back. So that's why I keep one knee tight and the other one out a little bit. Okay, so let's switch your turn now. You've been the man now, my brother. Okay, so here, this is the deal. I have a strong grip, kill the shoulder, push your head away from me. No, stretch the arm. Yeah, I can't pull you now. Feel the power right there? Push that knee against my hip a little bit. Lift your other knee off the ground and stand up. Good, now you're gonna kind of put this knee tight and back up your other knee. Back up your other knee and put your hands under my arm. Both hands on my hip.